academic pursuits, but there's mental challenges that you only get from athletic pursuits. You only get when you have to force your body to keep going, even though your mind is exhausted, your body's exhausted, and your will is leaving you. And there's parts of you that are telling you to quit. And you have to learn how to manage that. And that is a mental thing. But it's a mental thing in a different way than calculus is. It's a mental thing in a different way than learning languages. But it's equally as difficult.
I think one of the things I think a lot about that I dislike, like if I was like, describe a philosopher, you'd be like, university professor, turtleneck, like tweed, jacket with pads on it or whatever. Like, you'd think of a weakling. And in the ancient world, like, philosophers were people who did shit, right? Like,
they were warriors.
They were kings, like Marcus Aurelius Hunts. There's an early Stoic who's a distance runner, one who's a boxer. Like, and what I love when you really read the Stoic text is, like, their metaphors are all sport. It's wrestling and fighting and running and hunting because they did those things.
Those things are difficult.
Yes.
And difficult things are good for you. And they're good for your mind. That's what people don't understand and don't pursue them. In America, unfortunately, there's this sort of intellectual elitism. There's this mindset that some very smart people have. Because they're very good at certain intellectual pursuits, and they look down upon pursuits that are physical in nature because of this sort of prejudice. They have this idea, and I think it's also like a fear of encountering something that you're not good at, or something that's going to humiliate you, and something that's going to make you feel bad. It's like it maybe came from gym class, maybe came from being forced to participate in sports when they were younger and they didn't enjoy it, so they have this thing in their head that there's no value there.
Yeah. Seneca says, we treat the body rigorously so that it will not be disobedient to the mind.
Ooh,
I like that.
That's good. That's good.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I knew I didn't want
September 6th, 2022, and welcome to the Opochtli podcast. What is today? Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. And lo and behold, I called out of work again. I can't understand why. So, I have started taking a antidepressant that has been making me really, it's an anti-anxiety / antidepressant. It's just been making me really exhausted throughout the day. I take it at night, and then just, I don't know, maybe I have to take it earlier. It's just been effing with my schedule, especially now that I need to be on my best behavior. But so I don't know, maybe I'm gonna lose my job, whether I want to or not. Whatever. Maybe I'll still be doing these podcasts as long as I can afford to throw the money at it. So, anyways, welcome. I don't know how many people are listening today, but I do want to thank you for stopping by. And I guess we can talk about the Donavon Mitchell trade. He got traded from the Jazz to the Cavaliers. And I don't know how I feel about that. I honestly would have rather have gotten less and sending him to the Knicks. But from what I'm hearing, it was kind of a spiteful move from Danny Ainge. Not saying that I don't like what we got from the Cavs. I'm just saying that I'm not in love with what we got Donavon Mitchell is probably a more coveted asset, in the NBA. And we got to be creative, We could have used him, leveraged him to get the Kevin Durant trade done. There's a lot of ways we could have went about it, but we decided to trade it to the Cavs and create a dangerous beast in the East. The Cavs are going to be dangerous and scary these next few years, especially once everyone starts playing together and gets glued. They're going to be like the 2012 Thunder, for example. So, in my opinion, we'll see if that actually comes to happen. But that's what it reminds me of. There's a bunch of young all-stars ready to become superstars. The next generation. That's what the Cavs seem like to me at the moment. And I don't know why the Jets would have, what value do unprotected picks have if you're going to be at the top of the East year in and year out? It would have been better reasoning to get the picks from the Knicks just because you know that James Dolan, the owner, doesn't care much about the franchise, as much as other owners do. There's not much of an emphasis of when that, I think that we would have better odds of getting better assets back through the draft from the Knicks based on their last 20 years of their history than we would from the Cavs, especially now that they have all these young guns on their team. So I don't understand, maybe it's under the table move between owners. I just don't feel like we got enough out of this package. Only time will tell, how this will work out. If we can get some other assets for some of the pieces we got, I still don't see the whole picture where the Jazz are going. We did get a lot of great players, a lot of assets for the two stars that we had. But we still have a bunch of pieces. And I can see us still trying to do a playoff run this year. The pieces we have were not that bad. With that said, it really just depends on the coach that we would hire, their play style, and the pieces that we put around the team that we already have. I want to get rid of Conley, Bogdanovich. I'm indifferent about him. If we were wanting to contend for the playoffs, right? Sexton, he can be, he can basically come in and do very similar things that Donavon Mitchell will do. The only thing that worries me is that we won't have Rudy Gobert, and he was a big piece of what the Jazz were with his defensive presence. So without him being at the center position, and there not being a feasible replacement at this time. You can get Whiteside, he can fill in reasonably, but he won't be that caliber player that we will need, for a playoff run, for a chance at the playoffs. We'll see what other plans this management has for the Utah Jazz. But right now, it just seems like they're imploding. So I don't see them keeping a lot of the assets that they have. If that is their intention, to fully, so I do see more moves coming. But anyways, I'm going to cut this off here. I do want to thank you guys for listening in, and please stop by and check out my YouTube channel, Opochtli YouTube. Check it out, and I love you guys. Take care and have a wonderful day.